Hi friends, I'm Kiran here. I welcome you to Selenium 1, a free Selenium tutorials. So let's start. So in our previous class, we have discussed how to configure your Selenium to Eclipse. Now let's go ahead and let's start few more things like what is Selenium? Like what made it famous? And few other things, right? So the very first class here, let's go ahead to the Selenium website and let's see what exactly the Selenium is. Okay, so for that we have an official website for Selenium, that is seleniumhq.org. What does this seleniumhq.org says? This is the official website of Selenium community actually. If you want to download any Selenium related project or any bindings, then this is the solution for us. Now, what exactly the Selenium is? It literally says on the first line saying that Selenium automate browsers. As simple as that. No confusion. Selenium automate browser. Selenium works for web-based applications only. The application which runs in your browser that can be really tested excellently by using this Selenium tool. So Selenium automates browser. This is the first point what we need to know about Selenium. And moreover, Selenium is not a single tool. Selenium is a suite of tools to automate web browser across many platforms. One, Selenium automates browser only. The second one, Selenium is not a single tool, it's a suite of tools. These are the two things actually what you need to know before going ahead with the topic. Now, the very important actually, it's tremendously increasing the market share of Selenium nowadays. Like, what made this Selenium such famous? Why? Why it's getting popular every day? What is the reason behind that? Let's go ahead and let's see some information like why it's such getting famous these days. Okay, so for that, here I have prepared a show for you. Let's have a look on a slide, or let's have a look on this Word document here, where it explains like why exactly the Selenium is really famous. The very one point, or else the first point, what I can say is why Selenium is famous. It's simple. There are many advantages of Selenium, but let's start with the point one. Selenium is open source. It's free. Yes, obviously yes. Selenium is developed with by a community and it's really open source. Not only free, it's an open source. I mean to say, we can download the source file, and if you are good at coding, even you can add few changes to that code too. So you are getting a tool as well as a complete source code of it. So obviously, Selenium is a free and open source tool. So what happens if it is an open source? If it is an open source and which really performs excellent testing on web based, lot of medium size of companies really show, or else the startup companies will really show interest on the Selenium tool rather than buying a huge license for some other tools. They will have a try with this Selenium, right? So obviously it's an advantage. Next, and the very important one, free and open source, it's important. Along with that, it supports multiple platforms. Means you can install this, or else you can configure this Selenium in Windows, Linux, or even in your Mac machines too. So it supports multiple platforms. If your application literally supports a Linux, it is completely developed for the Linux OS, then still you can test this application using Selenium. But the other famous tools in testing, so they can't perform those activities, right? This is also a major issue, or else I can say a major plus point which made Selenium this much famous. Now, the very third and very important one, Selenium supports multiple programming languages. Let me repeat it. Selenium support multiple programming languages. I mean to say, any automation testing tool in the world, it may be Selenium, it may be Appium, it may be QTP, it may be any tool. No tool will understand our human language. We need to write some sort of code so that it understands the code and it performs the activity on the end application, right? The same like that, your Selenium support multiple languages. It understands a lot of languages. So it's not forcing you to learn a specific language for it. If you are good at Java, go ahead and write the script in Selenium. There is no need to learn anything. If you are good at C Sharp, go ahead and write the script. It will understand that. If you are good at Python, go ahead. So it's not forcing us to learn a specific language where the famous tools will do that. Yes, this is also advantage. Like, have a look on the organization. We have the resources who has a good knowledge on C Sharp. So you can go ahead. There is no need to learn anything. Go ahead and you can start writing the script. Simple. So it's not forcing us to learn a language to automate it. If you have a knowledge on C or Java or Perl, you can go ahead and you can do it. But mostly the 70% of the world uses Java. Okay. So even Python and Ruby can be also used, a very lighter and simple coding languages. So now let's go ahead and let's see the one more advantage. Selenium supports browsers multiple browsers. Yes, it's correct. Selenium support multiple browsers, not a single browser. It supports really a multiple browsers. It may be a Google Chrome, IE, Firefox, Safari, Opera, and even HTML unit driver, a headless browser. We'll be discussing that as you go into the subject. So like this, it supports multiple browsers too. And the very excellent feature what a Selenium grid has. We can perform cross-browser and cross-platform testing using Selenium grid. A single website can be tested in a different platforms with a different browsers at a time. If I want to test an application Opera and Firefox in Windows and Linux, I can do it at a time with a different browsers and different platforms. So it literally supports cross-browser and cross-platform testing. These are what the things which made Selenium such famous. In spite of this, we have lot other things, but at the class one, this is really sufficient for us. That's really enough. Okay. So by this, I'm going to end what made the Selenium such famous. Okay. In the next session, we'll be seeing few other things like what are the components in Selenium. What is Selenium IDE? What is Selenium RCs? What is Selenium 2? What is Selenium 3? So all these things we are going to discuss in our coming class. Goodbye guys. If you like this video, please share it and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks a lot.